Thanks for staying with us. Well, we know that many viewers out there, of course, Audrey, me, Brian, hopefully, maybe even Devontae soon, will be filing your taxes as well. And here in Winston-Salem, there's a program that's offering tax prep completely free to those who are in need.
And to tell us more this morning, joining us live is Tom McLean, a counselor with the Winston-Salem Tax Aid Program. Good morning to you, Tom.
Good morning to you as well.
Thanks for being with us. So let's talk about most pandemic relief measures have since ended. So how will this affect people when filing their taxes this year?
Sure. What we see is that this year is kind of a return to what we might call normal, or at least a pre-pandemic normal, if you will. 2021 was a really unusual year in the sense that there was lots of new tax provisions, advanced child tax credits, earned income credits for seniors, and everybody got some economic impact payments and so on. Well, for the most part, those things are all gone now. And we've gone back to what might have been, or might be considered anyway, a pre-pandemic normal. Now, the net effect of all of that is that at our program in Winston-Salem, we see that most filers with children will start to see smaller refunds, or if there are seniors who are still working, they will also see smaller refunds this year than they would have in the past. So
that can definitely make a big difference, Tom. And we also know that it wasn't just the pandemic that's impacted our spending habits over the last year or so. Inflation is also affecting people majorly this year. How will we see that impact on our taxes?
Sure. So inflation, every year the tax program the IRS puts together is indexed for inflation. Now that happened some time ago, so it's not going to have the full impact of all of the inflationary measures that we've seen towards the end of last year. But the result is that the tax brackets were indexed a bit. Some of the benefits were indexed as well, but relatively small amounts. So one example might be that everybody has the opportunity to take a standard deduction, which reduces their taxable income. And the standard deduction for a single person increased to $12,950 this year. For a married filing jointly, it's up to $25,900. So what that means is that folks who in the past have typically itemized all of their deductions, they've collected all their medical receipts and the tax payments and charitable contributions and so on. So right now it's usually more to their benefit to take a standard deduction because those have been indexed to a much higher value. And so that'll be a greater benefit to the taxpayer.
Tom, tell us, how does the Winston-Salem Tax Aid Program work for folks?
So the Tax Aid Program is sponsored by AARP Foundation, but you don't need to be a member of AARP, and everybody is welcome. We invite everybody to come regardless of their age or income. There is some possibility that there are complicated returns that might be beyond our scope. For example, if you owned cryptocurrency, so we might not be able to help you. But we really very, very rarely turn folks away. Our service is free. We offer tax preparation and some counseling. We will prepare and e-file your federal and your state return by volunteers that are all certified by the IRS. Now we offer this tax service from 3 public library locations: Rinaldo Manor Branch Library on Monday and Tuesday, Clemens Branch Library on Wednesday, Southside Branch on Thursday and Friday. This is from 9 to 1. We ask that people make appointments, but we do have the capacity to handle walk-ins on most days between about 10 and noon, thereabouts. So there's a couple of ways that folks can access our program. One way, of course, is to go to any of these branches, Rinaldo Manor, Clemens, and Southside, and you can ask to pick up a tax packet. And in that packet, there are going to be some set of instructions, and it will tell you the forms. It's got the forms that you need to fill out, and it'll give you how you can make an appointment with us. We prefer people make appointments, but we
Okay.
can certainly accommodate some walk-ins. So we got a website, wstaxaid.com, or we've got a phone number. I think you're going to put it on the screen at some point. And then that phone number you can call and either leave a message, or it'll be manned or staffed anyway for certain periods during the week. And we'll get back to you just as soon as we can with information that you're looking for.
And we sure do appreciate your time this morning, Tom. Great information. Thank you. That website on the screen again now, as well as that phone number. So take a photo, everyone at home, if you'd like. And once again, the Winston-Salem Tax Aid program is happening through April 14th. Making an appointment is preferred, like you heard Tom mention, so be sure to visit that website to do so.